Today is March 1st. It is the beginning of Nutrition Month. So how much do you really know about the food you put into your body?
Leake is the author of cookbook 100 Days of Real Food. She's here to tell us more about the push for food companies to have better ingredient labels on their products. Thanks so much for being with us, Lisa. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
It's so confusing for the average person, isn't it? Like, you're trying now to maybe read some labels, and I guess it's getting a little better than it used to be, but it's still it's like they're sneaky.
Yes, and consumers are becoming more educated about what's in their food and wanting to spend their dollars on products that have short and simple ingredient lists. And I'm always telling my readers the #1 way to know what's in your food is to read the ingredients, which is why I'm partnering with some brands such as Bud Light, who is being more transparent not only about what's in their beer, but what's not in their beer.
Lisa, if the word is too long or too complicated for me to read, is that a red flag?
Well, I like to look for familiar ingredients that I would cook with at home. I like to avoid unwanted additives, artificial flavors. You know, again, anything that you don't recognize is a good rule of thumb. And I actually have some other products here that have very short and simple ingredient lists. So Applegate is another good example, and Larabar. And what's interesting is that, you know, we've seen ingredients on our food products for some time, but Bud Light is the first U.S. beer to have a comprehensive label on their package, and that happened earlier this year. And other beers on the market don't even tell us what's in the product. So again, it's really nice that they're transparent and we can see what's in our food and make those decisions for us.
So I think people think about food, and probably you're right, less so with beer. Is there something sometimes that's in beer that's not good for us that we should know about?
Yes, sometimes there are extra additives and things that aren't really necessary, but I can see right here on this package very clearly it's just brewed with hops, barley, water, and rice. So again, it's just about being informed so you can make a decision about what you want or don't want to consume. So it's just about being educated.
How did you get started, Lisa? I'm interested to know how you started examining these labels.
Well, I had a huge wake-up call back in 2010 where I decided to cut out all highly processed food for myself and my family. And it was a really big transition at first, and I worked so hard to figure out how to, how to relearn how to food shop and cook for my family. And so I decided to then share everything I learned on my blog and in my cookbooks to help make it easier for others.
People think that it's more complicated and more expensive to eat real food. Would you say that's not true?
Well, it depends. I think if you plan ahead, that is a great way to, you know, have it be more simple and also not cost as much. So it's all about planning ahead again and reading those ingredient labels.
The 5 ingredient or less rule of thumb. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, I mean, that's just, you have to draw the line somewhere, so that's a rule I came up with for myself and my family. And, you know, again, I think just the ingredients being simple is the most important part. And if you want more information on what to look for, you can check out my website at 100daysofrealfood.com. And also Anheuser-Busch has a website, tapintoyourbeer.com, for more information about what's in their products as well.
All right.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lisa. And again, 100 Days of Real Food is available now. Yeah, in stores and online.